Do you ever feel like your watercolor paper is too precious to start? Use this collage hack to kill blank page fear and jumpstart an abstract watercolor landscape with some quick watercolor wins. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with some collage today. I've got this Nori paste, which is a non-toxic acid-free paste from Japan, I believe. It's really sticky. I like it. I've been using it for a minute. So let's just start by putting down a little bit of this through here. Oh, and then I'm going to do what I normally do, which is wet down. This is medical exam paper that has been printed on with water mixable oil paint. So we're just going to kind of slide that into place there. And put a bit more of the Nori paste over top. So I've kind of been playing around with this idea of putting down collage first, because I usually do it second. But I've been kind of playing around with the idea of doing it first. So I think it does lend itself a little bit more to mark making with intention and getting rid of that blank page fear that sometimes we get when we start creating something. This paste is very sticky. Of course, you can use gel medium if you want. But you know me, I'm all about trying new things and seeing how we can make different marks. And I just usually tear my paper. I'm not really a cutting paper kind of person. I don't need perfect lines. So yeah, we're just kind of trying to start with something and then build up from it. So let's get a little bit more of that paste down. And you don't need a lot of the stuff. It goes a long way, the Nori paste. And I'm wetting my paper down just because it makes it a little bit more transparent. I really like these marks, these sort of striation marks that we got going on here. Okay, we're going to let all this dry and we'll come back. Okay, our layers are all dry. I kind of like this negative space we got going on here, so I'm going to try to keep most of that. We're going to be working in with our Poems About You watercolors today, and we're working on the 5x7 Meeden. I'll show you this hot press paper today. Let's come in with a little bit of this indigo color. I'm going to spritz my paper down. I might add in also some of the Daniel Smith watercolor sticks as well. You guys know I love this. Okay, so we're just gonna, we've got our dagger brush here with not enough paint. And these are handmade watercolors, and I'll leave a link to her shop below. They're really pigmented. She puts a little clove oil in them so they smell really good. Like, it's a really wonderful experience using these watercolors. Let's come in with our stylus and make some marks through here. I've really been loving this ochre color from Poems About You. So I kind of want to just bring it down through here. I'm going to add a little bit of the Undersea green coming through here. Just kind of mix it here on the palette. And then I'm going to show you my new fun tool. So this is a sound dampener that you use to put down insulation onto your car to rub it in. It's really heavy. I got this on Amazon. I'll leave a link. I got two of them actually. I got a skinny one and a bigger one. But this makes really cool marks. So it makes these like lines that are pretty cool. And the skinny one also does a really fun job. Just another way to add texture into it. Of course, I have my lovely, scratchy, serrated tool that I've just been gaga over. I love it. But that tool is kind of fun. I still need to play around with it some more, but you can see it left us some really fun textures through there. Mixed up a little bit of undersea green with this brown color. Loving the Daniel Smith watercolor sticks for just adding a hint of color to things. I might come in with a little bit more aggressive marks down through here. But I like what we got going on so far. Okay, this white might be just a little too stark. I'm just going to put a little bit, just a hint of color through there. I wasn't liking how just stark that was. I'm okay with a little bit of it down there. Like a little bit of white through there is good, but I thought it was just a little, it looked like, it didn't look intentional to me. It looked like I just forgot to put something there. And we don't want that. And you can see how already we can build over the collage if we don't scrape it up with our scraper, which I just did. Okay. I want to come in with the wet undersea green Daniel Smith watercolor stick. Just make some boulder marks through here. And just sort of activate a little bit more of some bolder colors. Let's come back in with our scrapey tool. We might need some like orange through there. I mean, I just love this thing so much. So versatile and makes just like the best marks ever. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the Daniel Smith quinacridone gold. I'm going to do like a little bit of a glaze, I think. Just coming right through here. Just to kind of brighten this up a little bit. Add a little spice to it. That's going to dry a little bit lighter. I don't want too much of it. Might want to put a little bit through here too, though. Just to kind of give it a little hint of glowy. Come up with a little bit more brown down here. Thicker brown. I want to make some more marks. Just coming through here with our serrated tool. Really scratch back in there and get some good marks. You guys know I love to make marks. This is like my jam right here. I'll leave that and let it dry and see what it looks like. Okay, so I want to add a few marks here. The first one's going to be through here. I'm using the Inktense from Derwent in Bark. Get that a little wet. The Inktense are fabulous because they dry permanent. But you can also get these little cool bits of wet and wet. And it's quite a dramatic color. I think I want to add another one up here at the top. Just to kind of bring this together a little bit. Making shapes where there are no shapes. I don't really like this line so much. It's kind of straight. There we go. I want to put like a little bit of different colors. I've got the Daniel Smith Moon Glow here. It is a transparent color as well. I think I want to put just like a little bit through here. And I know I don't usually fuss with my skies, but I've kind of kind of felt like it just needed something through there because I want to add a little bit of that color down through here as well. I don't like to add color in just random spots. So I kind of want it to move through this space a little bit. Moon Glow is going to allow, because it's transparent, the colors underneath to show through, which is a really cool way to add some depth to your piece. Just add a little bit over here. Such a pretty color. And I don't really even like purple. I keep saying that, but I use purple a lot. So maybe I do like purple. I don't like all purple. Let's put it that way. You know, I really like it with brown. Like I love, look at this. I'm mixing this color down here and I'm getting some really cool, as I call it, burple colors. I don't think we need a lot of that, but I think it really did punch up some stuff a little bit. I'll let this dry, and then we're going to come back with some oil pastels. So I've got 2 yellow ochres here and this sort of burnt orange color. I think I just want to add in a little bit of marks through here. I love using the oil pastels over watercolor. Scrape back in. It just really gives pieces some pop. I do love my Caran d'Ache and my Lyras, but I tend to like these just a little bit more because they're so creamy and vibrant. Let's come in with a little bit of yellow through here too. The goal here is not to cover up everything, which is why I'm scraping back in. I just want to add some bits of something to it because it can get very, you can see that adding that red really brought things forward a little bit. So I'm probably not going to put a lot back there, but I'm going to put a little bit through here. Maybe, you know, maybe it's coming through here a little bit. You can smooth it out with your finger. Okay, so I've wet my paper down here, and I'm just going to come in with the Inktense with the bark, and we're just going to make some texture marks through here. Because I kind of want to mimic what's going on up there. Yeah, you can see right through there. It's a little wetter than it should be, but I think it still works. I love how the bark color has just a little bit of that purple in there too. Okay, so I'm going to put down some black oil pastel here on the deli paper so we can make some marks. I'm going to try this tool making marks maybe. I just want a few coming through here, I think. Ooh, those are fun. Those are fun marks. Let's put a few more. Let's put some down here. This works really well with this tool and the oil pastel works really well. Oh, I'm having too much fun now. I'm having way too much fun. Those marks are fabulous. Okay, I don't think it needs a lot more. I think it's pretty subtle. Well, maybe through here. Let's put like, okay, I think I'm done making marks now. Oh, that really did something for me. I love those marks. So fun. Okay, let's look at it with a minute. Okay, I really enjoyed beginning this with collage. I love that piece of collage right there. And I love this one too through here. I think all 3 of these were really neat. I liked starting this way. Like I said, it takes away from the blank page. It makes you less scared to make marks because sometimes when we're looking at our work, we just go, oh, what do I put down first? And the collage kind of takes all that away. You put down the collage, then you start making marks around it. and incorporating it into. And so I think it incorporates pretty well. Um, it feels like stone. It feels like mountains. I love this little bit over here. I love the sky with a little bit of the um, Daniel Smith moon glow in there. Fabulous color. Love the moon glow down here. I love the um, oil pastel marks through here. And I really, really, really like the lines that we just made, except for that one, with the oil pastel on the deli paper with the scraper. Just gives it a little bit more fun, dynamic lines through there. And the tinted charcoal is always good. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you start with collage in the beginning or the middle or the end? That's my question to you. Let's chat about it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch the video I put up here next if you're feeling like you need something else to watch. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.